We should be pretty much good to go now. Yeah, click back over here. Enlarge it. Okay.
Rise and shine, Prince Charming.
So I do
we're here.
believe we're in the chapter 8 right now. I'm pretty sure it's chapter 8. Yep, we're beginning of chapter 8. Last was chapter 7.
Sounds like a spot of trouble
Of my,
popped up at the power
walkthrough.
plant. Wish
Played
I
the
could
game
help,
already,
but I'm
beat it, and
powerless to
now we're
do
going back
anything
and
I'm not ordered
helping
to.
everybody else out.
I'll leave the keeping of the peace to you.
Of course.
We got this.
Good luck, boys.
All right.
Loving that outfit, Noct.
Why don't you wear one?
Oh, that's the only one. And if anyone stands a fighting chance in there, it's you. Forget about fashion and go.
Why don't you wear one?
All right. So we gotta hit inside of the power reactor.
Testing. Do you read me? Just wanted to thank you for offering to clear out those demons. That'll give me time to treat this mithril for you. There's a hunter who went in right ahead of you.
I'm not gonna
I
really
imagine there are too many for one
lie to
handle.
you. It's Gladio.
Two of you should
We
be
don't
fine.
recognize him instantly, but we get him back in the party. Thank God,
And
because he
little
does a lot of
heads up,
damage.
We're getting some unstable readings from the generators inside. Too much power and the whole place could blow. So be quick.
Will do.
So, you my backup?
I thought we were partners.
Anyway, place is crawling with demons.
You sound familiar.
Save the talk. We got hunting to do. Now, if we...
We're gonna go ahead and go into our ascension tree. And I think we already got the magic, if I'm not incorrect, if I'm not crazy. Yeah, there we go. So now this is gonna give us 30 potency to all our crafting. Another option actually is to go ahead and receive an extra spell when crafting. The effects of some abilities do not affect, but that's 333. This is real cheap. And that's it. We have 18 additional points, so what we're going to do is start putting some points into our Oranger. As soon as we get the extra points too. We need 24. And then after that, we'll just kind of go through what we have. We might end up putting another stat into stats, probably for magic if we do have it. I don't know if we do. I know we got vitality, spirit, that's HP, and strength. So we might do strength. And then definitely fill out the teamwork tree, and then that will be pretty much all we're going to be going for.
Done with the introductions? Follow me.
Yeah.
There they are. You ready to rumble?
Oh yeah.
Alright. Oh, looks like I went the wrong way.
Some pretty fancy moves you got there. Reminds me of a certain king I know.
Not too shabby yourself. You'd make a good sparring partner.
I think so.
Hey, big guy.
Just so much damage. Gladio is like the shit. He really just outshines Noctis and I'm sorry, Ignis and one second. Really just beats out Ignis and Prompto.
Can't speak for him though.
I got this.
Well, how about you prove it?
Gladly.
just getting pretty unlucky with these. There we go. Man, this goblin's gonna be a lot of hard times. Even at higher levels, there's not much you can really do about it. Now it's actually dead. So.
Had all of them?
That's about it. Now we can go ahead and head out to the front. Got an easy AP.
When have I ever?
There we go.
Great work in there. As promised, here's your mithril. And, thank you for your hard work.
Sure.
Hey, big guy.
So the hunter who went on ahead.
The one and only. How you been, fellas?
Oh, not bad. Oh, someone did a number on you, though.
You should see the other guy. Anyway, I'm back. And better than ever.
Knocked? Gladdy? I can't believe it.
Hey. Thanks for looking after her, Dustin.
So, Gladdy, did you apologize to Noct for storming off like that?
He made it up to me in there.
The power plant? Oh, so you got your hands on some mithril. In that case, I'll go deliver it to Sid. You'll probably want to freshen up first anyway. Come and meet me in Kayam when you're ready.
So we can go back to Kayam right now, and we can go ahead and begin the endings of the game and start heading towards the end of the all the stuff we got to do, which is a viable option. However, we can finish up a couple of the quests and stuff like that for a photographer friend because we're going towards the end of the game. Don't think we really need to, but it may not be a bad option. Additional money, additional funds, make sure we have all the equipment that we need towards the end game, and apparently my menu doesn't want to load, so we'll just give it a second. But I mean, we can go ahead and finish up the easy quest from the photographer, which will involve us going to the mountain and also getting another arm and sending us to another dungeon, which I do believe there's another arm as well. There's two. So we have some different choices and things we could definitely do. So for our quest, where is that? Yeah, right there. It's level 14. Don't think it would take that long to clear it out. I do think even for that photo though, it really doesn't involve much.
Hey, do you think we could swing by the cup noodle shop for a sec?
And actually, I will spend the time to get
but I
cup
think
noodles
you might like them.
Hello there. Care for cup noodles?
too. We have enough to
Thank
two.
you.
Let me go ahead and sell something. You know what? We're not
See
going to
you
do that.
later.
We're going to go ahead and just knock out this quest for the photographer. He's going to give us some good gold or good gil. And we basically want to maybe finish out this whole arc. But we'll go ahead and go auto. Quest location. And then where's everybody at? 5 minutes, so it's not too bad.
Everything in order.
Yep.
All right.
So, we're getting to the point where the game's going to accelerate towards the end. Our magic skills are pretty much decked out of what we could have. Any extra crafting that we do will get the additional potency when we do craft the magic. I'm trying to think also anything else I'm missing. We're going to get the rest of our teammates all their skills and stuff like that will help us out in battle. But the main thing is as long as Gladio gets stacked with all his gear, so every time he uses his tech, it does, or his base level tech, it does like a lot of damage. That will be our primary source of damage. Noctis also using the magic that he got amplified. We want anything that ups his magic damage. And then of course, the only thing that we might get outside of that is go into the stat tree and get the increased strength by number of levels you have, because it does help pretty out with the Granger or the Arminger. That's also a major tech. So the Arminger, the tech from Gladios, and our magic is the main way we're going to end up killing most of the enemies that we're going against. And as long as we have a decent amount of money, we'll have enough for restoratives such as high potions, and Phoenix Downs. And that's really about it. But like I said, the photo guy, very simple quest for him to do. Knockout photography stuff. Some of the stuff does go to dungeons, and he gives a lot of gil that can help us out through the rest of the game. And then, of course, when we go fight towards the final battle, we'll stay at a hotel the night before, eat some really high-level food, and proceed onward. And fight the last boss. We should have enough magic and a lot of draw abilities from here.
I
and
might
there,
have
so we
asked
should have no
before, but
problems.
is Ebony really all that good?
I might have answered before, but yes, it is.
So, we'll do this quest, knock it out. If there's a dungeon, we'll knock out the dungeon really quick as well, too. Or we might just even skip, we might just take the picture and leave. Teleport back to Leston, get the money, and proceed onwards across the ocean in Sid's boat, since we have everything now to fix it. We are approaching 10 hours in the game. So we want to try to get this game finished within 12 to 13 hours, which I think is doable, based on how we're doing it. We have 99 potions, about 10 Phoenix down, so restoratives are great, but we do want to have the extra money to pick up some items for the new weapons that are about to be dropped for us. Some of the weapons that we are going to get are going to be mostly, like I said, for Gladio. We do want Prompto Inks to have something so they can kind of help out, but the main one is we just want to make sure Gladio has all his best weapons and equipment. And really high damaging accessories, which do cost money. They're not cheap. Anything that knocks up knots is just magic damage, and then of course, any of the arms that help support that, or any of the gear that we can get on them, or accessories, like I said again, to raise his magic damage. But we got most of the things we needed out of the Ascension Tree. Like I said, anything that basically increases not just his strength, the Arbinger damage, or Gladio's damage, or his abilities in combat is what we want to get. The stat tree, or the stat Ascension Tree, where it has you get a lot of stats based on what level you are. It's fantastic. It's fine. But since we're not going to be leveling up too high, it really doesn't make too big of a difference.
So, Noct, haven't taken pics of whatever catches my eye, but what do you want to see?
We'll say Gladio.
How about more shots of Gladio?
Gotcha. I'll see what I can do.
After we get this guide uploaded through all the different chapters, we're going to go ahead and begin the level 1 playthrough. A new DLC came out where you can basically make so you're level 1 throughout the whole game. In place of experience, you'll get boosted amounts of AP, so I imagine we'll be abusing damage break on magic will be the big one, HP items, HP food, just to get our stats up. But I think that's going to be predominantly just a straight up magic run, where you just go through the game beating it with, like, you know, magic break and stuff like that. So I might do a whole playthrough and put that on YouTube in just one big chunk of me playing the level 1 playthrough, you know, the hard mode. But I think what's best is maybe I just play through it once, finish it, and then come back and upload a guide for the walkthrough for how to beat the game with level 1 restricted access or whatever, when you're only level 1. But like I said, I think my biggest plan is figure out what monsters give me damage break or damage limit break, which means you can go past the limit of the magic. You can go past 9999 damage with magic. I think that's a big one. So figuring that out, crafting the higher level spells, going past the damage break, boosting magic of Noctis real high, everything into magic, and just that will probably be the best way. And then, of course, like we always do, using Gladio to get ahead as well, too. But we definitely will have to make use of HP food buffs. So I think that's the biggest way to go. Just whatever HP buffs or food buffs give you HP. So figuring out what places to go eat at so you get your HP up. So you keep that for the day so your HP is not too low. Because that's going to be the biggest problem. I don't think anything else will. You know, the low HP totals is going to kick your ass. But as long as they give you the boosted AP, then you can unlock some pretty powerful Ascension skills, and it shouldn't be too hard to actually beat the mode on that level. It might be hard to do everything, like do every single dungeon, every single boss. But we'll have to wait and see.
you learn that one, Noct?
What's the idea? I'm one of the good guys. Didn't mean to do that.
So we're gonna take the picture here, take another picture, and grab the
We got it.
Royal Arm Guard.
Next location.
And then we're gonna teleport back to car, and then we're gonna go right back to Lestat or Leston or Lestalium. Leston. I'm terrible with names.
How about from over here?
There we go.
Let me get this shot.
Let's head back.
Okay, so we gotta report back. We'll get paid for that, but since we're here, we're just gonna go ahead and get the tomb. Because I mean, like, why not, right? Oh, they raided the tomb. I completely forgot that. That's okay. That actually shows up a little bit later in one of the dungeons. I think that's why I think the one from here is the one you get in the dungeon with all the cubes in the puzzle. The tower. I think it's called Celestial Tower, something like that. Got another Talisman, so that was well worth the trip. I'm gonna go ahead and go to gear, Noctis, and well, actually, this one increases throughout the world. The Talisman, common charm found throughout the world, enhances magics nominally with 80. There we go. We are good to go. So all our magics amped up. We're gonna go ahead and return back to the car. We finished, got the picture. Very easy, very straightforward. And I do believe he's gonna give us 15k gil, which will be nice. Pretty much, that is, in my opinion, the best quests to do throughout the early game, or just when the first time you're playing, do is just all those quests from the guy who asked you to get photos, because it's very easy and it's not difficult at all, and plus you can always fast travel after you do get his photo. Not to mention, if you know what you're doing and you do a certain hunts, like when he sends you to the volcanic mountain, I forgot what the name of the dungeon was, you can also do another... You could do a hunt that's for a bird that lives up there, so you get the hunt done, and then after that you also can take the picture, then you come back home, and then basically you fulfill multiple rules within just doing one quest. But his gil rewards are on point. It's not too hard to get gil, especially if when you get towards the end of the game and you get the Noctis, his father's the Ring of Lucille. It's real easy just to come back and farm up a little bit. We might do that before we fight the last boss, but I'm really not trying to do that too many extra side quests. I'm just trying to keep it streamlined. You know, every chapter should only take about an hour and a half or at most, and then, you know, some chapters are a little bit longer than others. I know the Titan chapter was only like 45 minutes, and then, you know, that kind of got made up, I believe, in chapter 6 when it ended up being like an hour or 50. But I did do, like I said, the photo side quest, and that did add on a little bit of time. This is much different than my first playthrough, because when I did my first playthrough, I just did all the side missions just so I kind of know what's up, so I understand how the magic system worked. Well, my first playthrough, I'll be honest, I rushed the stat tree and I was relying mostly on damage, which was okay, but magic is really the way you can just run and rip through the game. And like I said, when they have the level 1 playthrough hard mode, magic is definitely going to be the way to go.
Can't see it.
You made it back in one piece. Did you get the shots?
You tell me.
So we got our photos.
Oh, baby, you got them all right, man. You
Nothing we...
used to it. Next job I'm thinking is gonna...
This should be 15,000. I could be wrong. No, 12,500. Next one will be 1,500 then. So the quest
If you
here.
really want...
Sounds like
You
We'll
got
just
that
rest
one.
through
he's
it.
saying
That's exactly this
So
job.
this one is the one where you actually have to climb to the Vi's volcanic inspiration. We're not going to really do that right now.
Gotta say,
For our items, we're actually doing pretty good. We have 96 potions, 7 Phoenix Downs, 3 elixirs. We got 12k gil. We got pretty solid
Shots
items
are
for
getting
Gladio.
tougher.
So we're actually just going to go ahead and move on with the storyline.
Worth our while, I'd say.
let's just make sure we get a good shot.
Hey, I've got it covered.
If you do want to do that quest right now, that's perfectly fine. And actually, the next quest he gives you afterwards is the quest you're going to be using when you go to Astal or whatever it's called, the next area that you're going to be going to take Sid's boat to. So it lines up pretty well. So if you knock out all the photographer's photos, when it gets to a point where you have to go to the next area after you give Sid the Mithro and you get on the boat, the quest for the next picture quest is down where eventually you have to go. So quest location, Brave New World. We're going to fast travel down here. And then now we're going to take the boat right out to the next area of the game. At this rate, we might be able to finish the game out today. We'll see. Depends on how much Chapter 13 annoys me. It's not so bad that I look back at it in hindsight, but it's very annoying. Very long and drawn out. But after you beat Chapter 13, the remainder of the game is very straightforward and easy. We might do a little prep once we hit the Chapter 14 just to get a little bit of money and up our magic. Get a lot of catalysts for our magic. Because we want to make sure we have plenty of magic going into the final battles.
Really looking forward to Iris' cooking.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Aw, don't be that way. It's different when a girl cooks for you.
Well, looks like we got some new gearheads in the making.
And we do not have the helix
slacking
horn.
off.
So it is what it is, unfortunately. So once you go to this area, you won't be able to return back to the open world for a while. The way, if you want to return, is that you go to an inn, you sleep, you call Umbra, and Umbra will take you back to the open world. So we're about to head out to Altissa. So we'll just skip through that. He puts the notebook to the dog. The dog takes it to Luna, and that's pretty much about it.
Look, Prince Octus, even the Marshal came to say goodbye.
Let me take a look at the Helidor bracelet. I remember it was pretty solid. I used it for, I forgot what it's for. Studded strength, enhances strength normally. Okay, so that's probably something we should give the Gladio. Yeah, 51, 46, so bam. Get that on Gladio.
I heard the Regalia's going on the boat with you.
Something I gotta get off my chest.
What's that?
I'm sorry. Sorry I wasn't there for your father. I swore an oath to protect the king, but I wasn't strong enough to uphold it.
Ain't nothing nobody could have done to stop what happened.
Yeah.
I realize that.
But you need to realize just what you mean to the boys by your side.
I do.
Even if they can't solve your problems, you can't hide what's going on from them. It hurts like hell. Remember, those ain't your bodyguards. They're your brothers. Trust in them, always.
Okay.
You can never have too many tools. Here, learn to wield not only weapons, but magic as well.
Been doing that since the beginning of the game, buddy.
Just remember, it's a
Another
destructive
magic
force
flask.
that doesn't discriminate.
Pretty
I
much.
suggest putting someone in charge of it.
That would be me.
Waiting for an invitation? Get your asses on board.
Well, that's pretty much about it. Gladio got 16,000 experience.
What's up?
Please, come back soon. We need our king.
Yeah. Count on it.
All right. Good to go. And that concludes us for Chapter 9. We're going to go ahead and stop it here.